Hi everyone, so here is our lab setup for this particular lab. I'll work you through how the lab is performed, and then I'll take a few still images so that you can record the data more accurately than just watching this video. So this video is to help you get the procedure. What we want to learn in this lab activity is how the pulling force from masses, so basically the force of gravity pulling on these, relates to the stretch length of this spring. And we did the pre-lab. We should have seen that it was pretty linear in the simulator, but this is a real spring. So we want to see just how linear, meaning all the lines, all the dots, meet up in a nice straight line. We want to see if that holds true in a real spring. So I just grabbed a spring from a hardware store. It's nothing as fancy as a valve spring or a suspension spring, but it works just fine. I've already set the meter stick to start at 0 at the top of the spring, so that's already been done. What we're going to do now is we're going to measure from the bottom of this rung the distance in meters using the meter stick that the weights are able to pull the spring down. So here is the first trial, and it is impossible for you guys to read, I think, with this resolution. So for each one, I'm going to go ahead and just take a camera picture with my phone, and then I'll upload these into GoFormative as well. And what you want to measure is specifically where the bottom of the spring lines up against the meter stick. So you want to try to get that measurement. This small stretch was with 500 grams or half a kilogram. For the rest of these measurements, I have a slightly bigger mass hanger. This is 1 kilogram, and it's going to stretch our mass about down to there. And from here on, I'm just going to add half a kilogram at a time. That'll keep stretching the spring down. So this is at 1.5 kilograms, or 1,500 grams. This one will make it 2,000 grams. This one will make it 2,500 grams. And I think I can make it all the way up to 3,000 grams without hitting the deformation point, meaning without ruining the spring. So this is the procedure for this lab. I'll say in a nutshell, but briefly. Measuring the stretch distance using the meter stick was the only measurement we did. I'm going to have you do a graph just like we did in the pre-lab, and I'm going to have some unknowns from this mass like we did in the pre-lab, and have you determine how heavy it is using the spring stretch. Okay?